All right, so the left is including Disney to try to help repeal of this Parental Rights Act, known as the Don't Say Gay bill, even though it doesn't say that anywhere in the bill.
Yeah, but we're going to check out this headline from WGN-TV. As you can see, it says New York invites Floridians to move over, don't say gay. Where New York Mayor Eric Adams, he's inviting Floridians to come to New York City who don't support the bill. And here with more is New York Governor candidate and former special assistant to President Trump, Andrew Giuliani. Andrew, good morning.
Amanda, Carl, great to be with you guys.
Andrew, let's get right to it. Your reaction to Mayor Adams' campaign.
Well, it's absurd, and I'm not going to call it what the left wants us to call it. This is HB 1557. This is the Parental Rights and Education Act. And basically what this is saying is simply something that, as a father, I completely agree with.
70% of parents agree with
it. We should not be teaching sexualization to our kids at 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And I don't care if that's heterosexuality, homosexuality, whatever it is, it's inappropriate at such a young age.
Yeah.
Once more, too, I want to point, and I rarely do this, I want to point to the UN Charter Code of Universal Human Rights. In Article 26 of that Charter Code, which came out in 1948, it states clearly that the parents have the right to educate their child. They have a prior right to educate their child the way they see fit. That's exactly what DeSantis is doing here in Florida, and I would push legislation like that in New York, and I look forward to signing into law next year.
The fact that we're invoking the UN to support the rights of Republican side viewpoints, which, by the way, 70% of people in Florida support this bill. It doesn't even mention the word gay.
Republican side, but also, parental side.
Right. Yeah,
I don't even think it has to do with politics as much as if you're a parent, do you want your student to be, have somebody else choose their education?
Yeah, exactly. But Andrew, here's the problem that I have is Mayor Adams, okay, this is like the second greatest virtue signal next to Biden's Supreme Court appointee, which was, or now justice, which is like, hey, if you don't like that law, come to New York City, and you know what? We'll let you groom the kids here. I mean, come on, dude.
This is just politics. It's playing to his base. It's as simple as possible. And Eric Adams, unfortunately, through 100 days has done nothing but speak out of both sides of his mouth. And instead of actually going after crime and doing what he needs to do as mayor, we've seen crime actually go up 60% over those first 100 days. He needs to stop talking. He needs to start actually, committing actions over here that are going to help the welfare of our citizen. But to your point, Carl, this is just like Al Sharpton actually, for a moment, being the voice of reason in saying, hey, we've gone way too far. I have to lock up my toothpaste. When Al Sharpton is the voice of reason over here, or we're citing the UN code as kind of more moderate in democratic mainstream policies, you see how far radical they've gone. And that's honestly why we're seeing in polling, we're winning more independents and Democrats than any other time in the last 2 decades here in New York. It's why we've been up in 7 statewide polls that no candidate has paid for. And I honestly am very confident that come November 8th, we're going to be giving crime wave Kathy Hochul her pink slip.
Andrew, when you mentioned crime, I know that we are supposed to have a policy in place where we're supposed to see more police on the subways in order to feel safer. I take the subways. I haven't really noticed that much of an increased presence. There's still times when I'm watching my back and I'm looking around, I'm wondering if I should be extra careful. If we're seeing this governor race come up, you're running for governor. If you win, what are you going to do with Mayor Eric Adams here?
Well, I think first and foremost, the governor has immediate action regarding the MTA, regarding the subways, the Long Island Railroad, and the Metro North. Remember, the governor has more board seats than the mayor does. That goes back to a Robert Moses policy, hating LaGuardia. I won't bore you with the history of it right there. But the first thing from a crime perspective that I'll do, along with repealing bail reform, is making sure that the subways, that the MTA is a safe and easy, user-friendly experience for New Yorkers. Because if you do that, then all of a sudden, New Yorkers will see a very, very clear difference between the safety they feel on the subways and maybe above ground where they don't feel quite as safe. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Mayor Adams to make sure that he comes out and utilizes it.
I would love a safer, cleaner New York City.
That would be a huge, would be a huge, no peeing in the subway. That would be a huge contrast right there. All right. Andrew Giuliani, good luck with your race. Appreciate you joining us, sir.
Carl, Amanda, always great to be back with you. Happy Palm Sunday to you, and enjoy the Masters today.
All right.